No matter the job you do, there's going to be some people that just get on your nerves. That's true at theme parks as well. Here are 5 types of guests that would just get on my nerves while I was working. One thing you learn while working at different theme parks is that there are some types of guests that seem to just kind of go from park to park to park, and they're at all of them. I jokingly refer to them as the dumb guests or the silly guests, but sometimes they were just really annoying. And you could see the same type of guests at each of the parks. So here are 5 types of guests that I found to truly be annoying when I was working at the theme parks. The first kind of guests that would get on my nerves is the ones that thought they knew everything. These are the ones that you hear in line telling all sorts of stats and statistics and information and factoids. Did you know that Walt Disney used to have a real fancy apartment in the castle? Yeah, the only way you can stay in it now is if you pay lots of money. Most of the time it's completely inaccurate. They've got this really cool ride over there in the ball called Starship. It's where Jefferson Starship got their name from. They're the ones that you'll hear in the line for a roller coaster going, "Did you know this roller coaster crashed 20 years ago? Killed 33 people. They had it open 4 days later." No, it didn't. I've heard people at Silver Dollar City try to talk about, "Dude, I know all about these trains. They've got 8 engines and they can run 4 trains at a time. It's awesome when they get all 8 engines on the tracks at once." No, there's 1 train on the tracks unless it's Christmas. Then there's 2. There's only 2 trains anyways. And you just hear people give out all sorts of ridiculous information trying to show how much they know. They've got 1 engine they've been running here for over 100 years. Don't know how they've done it since the park's only been open since 1961, but that's what they said. Unfortunately, most guests don't know any better, and so they're going, "Oh yeah, that's cool." And they're really just being dumb. Probably the worst part about this kind of guest for me is that I am this kind of guest sometimes. Because I love parks and roller coasters and stuff so much, I've just kind of gleaned over the years all sorts of useless information that most people don't care about. The company that built this roller coaster, this is the first big coaster that they ever really built. It was the first wood coaster to go upside down in over 100 years. It actually goes upside down 3 times, and its first drop is 89.5 degrees. That's the steepest drop on any wood coaster. Hey, why are you walking away? Come on now, you should be interested in this. It's fascinating stuff. Yeah, there's times in lines that I'm the one spouting off the stuff that nobody knows or cares and going, "Yeah, ain't I cool?" It's really sad. But don't be that kind of guest. My wife is in a habit now, my kids are just giving me an elbow when I start. "Oh, sorry." Especially when the stuff isn't true. Did you know that Mickey didn't even appear in his first cartoon? No, he was over off on the side of the screen where you couldn't see him, and all you heard was his scream as they killed him. If you have to give out information, at least make sure that you're giving out correct information. The second kind of guest, the one that doesn't know anything. The one you're kind of sitting there looking at going, "Hello!" They're the ones that walk up to you and ask, "What park is this? So are there any rides in this park? Especially ones that go fast and upside down. I don't want just boring kiddie stuff." "Where am I?" "Disney World." "So where's the Harry Potter?" "Map? You have maps?" "Dude, what do you mean the park closes in an hour? I just got here." "Why didn't you at least look to see what time the park is open and closed if you just got here?" "Hello?" I've watched people get upset because they had to pay to get in a theme park. It's not free. It costs money. I watched a guest one time get upset because they couldn't put their wheelchair on a roller coaster. You see people that they know how to buckle the seatbelts in their cars, but a seatbelt on a ride, they don't know how to do that. It's the same thing. And it just cracks me up how clueless some people get. They'll be standing in front of a snack bar. "Hey, where can I get a drink?" "Turn around. It's right there." Every park has their own saying about the guests. In Silver Dollar City, we'd say that they locked their brains in the trunk. At Disney World, we joked that the finger scanners would suck the brains right out. But it was amazing how many completely clueless people would show up at a park. If you're going to go to a theme park, do some basic research first, like how much do the tickets cost? When do they open? When do they close? We always used to laugh at the people at Silver Dollar City who complain, "Why are there so many hills in this here park?" Because you're in the middle of the Ozark Mountains. And yeah, they're not big mountains, but still, don't be a clueless person in a theme park. It's annoying. The third kind of guest that would be really annoying were the people who didn't think the rules applied to them. Parks have rules for a reason. Some of them are unwritten but common sense, like everybody has to wait in line. Others are there for your safety, like you have to be so high to be able to ride a ride. Those rules are there for everybody to help you have a good time, to help you be safe. And no, you are not an exception to the rule. And people would think they were. Christmas at Silver Dollar City, we'd see this a lot. The steam train would get a huge long line at Christmas, and we would have people that would want to cut the line, bring a group of 20 people straight up to the front of the line and skip everything else. What do you mean I gotta wait in line like everybody else? I paid a lot of money to get in this here park. Well, yeah, so did the 2,000 people in line already waiting. I should be getting special treatment. Don't you know who I am? Don't you see who I am? Yeah, don't you see who they are? Go get in line! Some parks have reserved seating for special pass holders or people who bought show tickets at their shows. Those seats are reserved for them. I would watch people all the time, regular guests, just walk over and just sit down. Forget the signs that are right there. Sir, that's a reserved seat. Yeah, I'm sitting here already. Do you have that ticket? No, but I'm sitting here already. Move! Rules apply! I watched people over the years get upset when parks would not let them into the park early. You see everybody else waiting for the park to open? You do too. What do you mean I gotta wait? Because it's not open yet. What do you mean it's closed? I'm here. Well, that's usually what it means when it's closed. And why can't I go in the employee access? Are you an employee? No. Do I look like an employee to you? Duh. Then you don't belong there. What do you mean I can't just sit on the stage? And just why can't I go around that barrier? Who are you to tell me I can't go over there? We'd watch people all the time. You would see solid fences and they would go over the fences. It's there for a reason. Get out! So, people who don't think rules apply to them, yeah, they're annoying. The fourth kind of guest that would be annoying were the ones who were completely oblivious to everything around them. Sometimes it was kind of funny because you would watch them not paying attention to where they're going and they'll walk into a wall or a post or somebody else. That was kind of amusing. They would also just be utterly clueless and ruin other moments for people. At Disney, we would be out on the street taking pictures, and I can't tell you how often we'd have somebody that would walk right into the middle of the picture and stop. And we would only be about 4 feet apart. It's obvious. Here's this photographer talking real loud to the people in front of him to take a picture. Huh? What? Is something going on? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in your way? I didn't notice. They'd walk into the middle of character meet and greets. There's a line? I didn't see it. Yeah, that's just those 50 people standing over there. Oh. Hello? At Magic Kingdom, they've got a trolley that's pulled by a horse right down the middle of Main Street. And I would watch people out there as the trolley is approaching, just standing completely oblivious to the fact that this thing is bearing down on them. Not realizing that a trolley is several tons, and once that horse gets going, it doesn't stop. I had at least 3 times that I had to physically grab somebody and move them out of the way of the trolley so they didn't get run over because they were oblivious and ignoring people yelling at them and ignoring everything going on. No clue. Get out of the way before you die! Don't be oblivious. Be aware of your surroundings when you're at theme parks. The last group of people I want to talk about is one that I saw much more at Disney, and that's the people who wait till the very last second to do what they've been waiting for all trip, only to find out it's not going to happen. This could be somebody that hasn't checked on a ride their whole trip, making it the last thing and then getting there and finding out it's down because of maintenance reasons or something has to be fixed real quick and they can't get on. At Disney, this showed up with people waiting till the last second to meet a character. And I would run into this almost every other day. Wait! You gotta let us see them! We've been here for a week and we've been waiting all week just to see them!
You can't let them leave. It'll ruin the whole trip for Bessie Sue.
Well, if you were waiting the whole time, you should have come earlier. Should have come like on your first day. We would have people come up at the end of the day. The character is done for the day. Schedules are printed in the Times Guide, so it's available there. And as we're walking the character off for them to end their day...
Wait. They can't wait for me? It's just me and my 3 kids and 12 cousins.
Well, then you should have come earlier. No, they're done. Sorry. And we would have people get so mad, so upset, because we wouldn't force the character to stick around for them.
Man, we've been here for a week. This is the very last thing we've got to do, and you're going to deprive us of it now? We've only got 2 hours until our plane leaves, and you're not going to let us see them? You're going to let them leave? Man, that's just jacked up. How could you be so mean?
A lot of times, these guests weren't being honest with us anyways. They really hadn't waited to the last second. They just happened to be coming by. But some genuinely did. They wanted to make it the very last thing. Don't make your most important thing your last thing on the trip, because you're likely to miss it. Occasionally you would see a child, and that would hurt when you'd have to tell the kid no. But you've got to get them off and let them out because of various rules and regulations and all sorts of other stuff. But when they had to leave, they had to leave. And when you have somebody who starts cussing you out because you won't bend a rule and they've waited the whole time because they didn't plan ahead, it would kind of put a damper at the end of a day. Don't wait till the end. If you got something special you want to do, plan it at the beginning. Do it early. Get it done so you don't miss it. If you go to Disney and you want to meet Cinderella or Tinkerbell or Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse, don't wait till your last hour of your last day. Get it done early. It'll make everybody happier, you as well as those cast members that you would get mad at otherwise. So there's 5 kinds of guests that would get on our nerves while working at the parks. I'm sure there's more. Can you think of others? I'd love to hear it. If you work at a theme park, what were the kind of guests that would most get on your nerves? I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.